This is James Mathers for the Digital Cinema Society at Cine Gear Expo 2023. I'm here with Dominick Aiello, and he's with Wooden Camera, and he's going to tell us about their latest accessories. What do you got for us, Dominick?
Well, hi. I'd like to talk about the Alexa 35 accessories.
I'd like to hear about them.
Oh, that's great. That makes this a lot more interesting if somebody wants to listen. So similar to what we did with the Sony Venice stuff, we actually made a baseplate system specific for the Alexa 35, but utilizing the same Arca plate system that we did on the Venice. This allows us to use Steadicam plates and shoulder pad sets that we've made for the other systems are now cross-platform across those two units. We've lightened it up quite a bit, which we're quite happy with because we actually got it lighter than we did on the Venice kit. New side rails for the camera. Seems like everybody's doing side rails. We did ours a little bit different in the fact that we stayed with the aluminum. We didn't go with steel, but we have steel rosettes with our DLC coat that we like to do with that high corrosion resistance and wear resistance on that. We also do all blind holes. And when I say that, most non-engineers start to question what's blind holes mean. It just means that the threaded hole doesn't go through. And that prevents bolts when somebody's bolting the camera or rigging the camera from having a bolt go too deep and actually hit the camera and damaging the camera. So all of the accessories have blind holes on them. The top plate we broke up into 3 pieces. So we can have a small part on the front of the camera as the top plate, allowing you to use either Wooden Camera's ultra handle systems, or you can actually still use the ARRI LCS system. We also made an adaptation. So now if we put the middle plate on there, we can now add a full set of ultra handles. So you can have the rear upright, or you can adapt it to use the CCH5 handle from ARRI. So we're trying to do as many different things where you can use other manufacturers' equipment on our equipment. It's especially true for rental houses because they're going to have a lot of mix of accessories, and this allows the user to specify what they want to use. And our plates will allow you to adapt to any of those things.
Yeah, well, your parts actually last a lot longer than some of the cameras.
Yes.
So it's good to be able to, work with others.
Especially when we try to do more of the universal style accessories like the handles, rod clamps, and so on. We're trying to make those things so that it doesn't matter what camera you have, we can then adapt all of those things around to it. Another cool little feature that we made was a antenna extension for the camera control antennas on the top of the camera. This was inspired by Greg Smokler, who did one originally for the Paralinx transmitters when it was on Steadicam rigs. So we did a much smaller version of that. Allows you to remove those antennas, put them up onto the carry handle, or move them back. So it's really nice when you're on any of those wraparound style heads that you now can get the antennas up and out of the way to get better range for the camera control.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
And you also said that the parts are compatible with other manufacturers like ARRI, so you can mix your ARRI parts that you may have had for years with your new Wooden Camera and mix older Wooden Camera parts.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Yes. And in this particular design, if the customer prefers an ARRI base plate but wants our side rails or our top plate, all of that makes that compatibility and still have the choice of our handles or ARRI's handles. So it just gives that much flexibility to the use of the camera.
Yeah, and ARRI cameras do last a long time generally.
Yes, they do. Yeah, I still see Alexa Classics out there, so people are still shooting with those. Those cameras last a really long time.
So you can bet your ARRI 35 accessories are going to be put to good use, even if they're customized.
Yeah, and I believe that even now ARRI is making the things that they did on the Alexa 35. I think is going to be moved towards other future designs of cameras. I think they really enjoy what they've done on that camera. It's very well done. Set of accessories, very well done. So I hope that I have some things that actually are able to add to their accessories, or if people prefer my accessories.
Yeah, and they're good about working with others too.
Yes,
so
they are.
It's great.
It's also that long relationship with ARRI that I have. It's always great working with them.
All right. Thank you so much, Dominick.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.